Welcome back to Toledo Clinic TV. Our guest is Chelsey Spangerberg. She's an audiologist with Toledo Clinic. And to begin with, let's briefly define audiology and why you should see an audiologist.
Yeah, so audiology is that branch of science that we are looking at that hearing and balance related issues. So it's important to check up on your ears just like you do your eyes, right? But a lot of times hearing for some reason is kind of pushed to the wayside. So it's important to come in and definitely see us to evaluate. Even if hearing is normal, we still have a good baseline then to see where we are and how we can help you.
Hearing loss can be common, of course, as we get older, but there are things we can do when we're younger to prevent problems, to protect our ears. So what are some of those things that we can do?
Yeah, so a big one, there are, I would say, a couple bullet points, especially depending on your environment. So as we get to noisier environments, because we all encounter those, if you are about 3 feet from somebody, so roughly about what we are, and you feel like you have to turn up your voice in order to engage in that conversation, or vice versa. In order for it to be that clear, it's probably too loud and hearing protection should be used. Say you're at a concert, for example, and all of a sudden ringing starts in your ear. Or if you've had ringing and it intensifies and gets louder. Or hearing itself becomes more muffled all of a sudden. Hearing protection should be used. It's too loud. Those are key indicators, hey, I might need to protect my hearing more. Now, in the summer months, lawn care, we know lawnmowers are loud, right? Fireworks, everything like that that has impulse noises, they're loud. Hearing protection should be used ideally in those situations because we want to preserve and keep what we have. Hearing protection can come in multiple forms too. So you have the foam inserts, you have the muffs, or you can do what we call doubling up, where you put the inserts in and the muffs over top. That would be obviously the most ideal situation for those louder noises. Now I will say with like mowing lawns, a lot of people have worn, some type of music related, right, and they listen to music while they're mowing their lawn. That's a double whammy because you're turning the music up louder than the lawn mower noise. So it's actually not good for the hearing to do that.
So you're causing more damage. Correct. In theory.
Correct. So we want to protect that hearing. But a key indicator, if that ringing starts, hearing becomes muffled, we need to protect the hearing. We don't want to do any more damage.
Okay. Is there a certain point that you should come in and just do a baseline check, even if maybe, let's say, you're not experiencing big problems, but you just want to make sure that everything is okay?
I think honestly at any point. You can check your hearing at any point in life, but you really want to look at it when it's impacting quality of life. If you're disassociating yourself from conversations or group gatherings, you're starting to isolate more and reel back on how frequently you're going out to public events. We want to be able to live and have a good life, right? So if it's starting to impact quality of life, you absolutely need to come in. But way before that, come and get a baseline. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah. Do you find that people, as they get older, are willing to come in and talk about the issue, or?
It's a coin toss. Yeah. So most of the time, yes, people are open once they come in our door. They know kind of what to expect. But we have a few select people who say, yeah, my significant other pretty much wants me to get this test, right? Yeah. So
you're coming in kicking and screaming to,
right,
to get that.
But most of the time, they're willing.
Okay. And could we maybe dispel any sort of myths about what that experience or the process might be like for people who might be hesitant to come in and get that screening, to kind of put them at ease?
Yeah, it's a very easygoing process. So I do use the word, comprehensive hearing exam, which sounds very intimidating. When you walk into my room, the booth, it seems intimidating that I'm putting you in. In reality, it is not at all. So I sit you down, I will talk you through every task that I'm gonna do. All in all, the hearing test will be roughly 30 minutes or so. So it's a very easygoing test where we'll go through everything with you so you feel very comfortable and confident throughout it.
How important is it if you experience some hearing loss and it's diagnosed by you or one of the physicians, how important is it that you have the right person who's fitting the hearing aids and making sure that they're the right ones for you?
Incredibly important. And the reason why is they're the ones behind the curtain programming that hearing, right? Just like When you go see the eye doctor, it's the same concept. You want to make sure you feel comfortable and confident with that person. Hearing aids or audiology in general, there's no exception to that. So with hearing aids, prescriptive-based devices, you actually can get them programmed either by an audiologist or what's called an instrument specialist. Now there is very big differences here. Audiology is more, we're clinical doctors, so we are equivalent to the eye doctor. So we're more found at ENT locations, hospitals, or private practices. Instrument specialists can fit hearing aids, and they are prescriptive based, but the main difference is these are more retail in nature, so you're gonna find them more at bigger box stores. They do have a certificate to fit hearing aids to you, but they don't really have more of that hearing health background, whereas, like I said, an audiology is more advanced in their degree.
Okay, good distinction. And thank you for explaining that.
Very much.
Thank you for being with us.
Not a problem, thank you.